Hello everyone, welcome back to the vlog. I am just about to head out. I just got a slip in the mail saying that something very important and special has arrived and I have to go to the post office to pick it up, so you guys can come with me. Hi.
How you doing?
I just picked up parcel from the vlogging. Hasn't really gone ideally today. I vlogged when I went to pick up the parcel that my mum sent me from Australia and it vlogged in slow-mo, so basically vlogged nothing. I have to delete that. And then today I thought I would film me editing a vlog for you guys, and I had to take the SD card out of the computer to put it into the camera to film this, and I guess it wasn't completely done uploading what I was editing. So now everything that I've edited up until this point here, which was about probably 20 minutes worth. What is it? Cool, so it's like a 25-minute vlog and I only have 5 minutes of it done when I was just over halfway done probably. So that's deleted, that red here. That's not good. That means there's no file, so I'm gonna have to edit it again, but that's okay. I am going to get ready now because we're gonna go take the dogs for a walk at the park. Oh, speaking of dogs. But yeah, so editing's not going that great today. Vlogging's not going that great, but hopefully we have some better luck for you at the park. Hello vlog. Okay, it's been kind of a funny day. It's my Wednesday, so I slept in big time. I did a double shift of heated mat yesterday, so I was absolutely destroyed by the end of it. And it's been really nice to like have a very slow day today. In saying that, I do have to leave in about 28 minutes to go teach at the Reformer Studio tonight. So I'm just cooking dinner. I spent, honestly, slow day. I spent all day here at the house. I took Lulu out. I just relaxed. I edited a vlog. So that's what I've been doing this afternoon. I also prepped up some sweet potato. And sweet potato is my absolute favorite vegetable. I was talking about it with Nick last night and I was like, sweet potato is the GOAT. Can't convince me of otherwise. How is it possible that a vegetable tastes that good? I don't know. But that is my go-to sweet potato recipe. Cut it in circles. You can cut it however you want, but my nonna used to cut it in circles, so I like it in circles. Salt, olive oil, butter, marinate it, chuck it in the oven, roast it in the oven for like, I don't know, 40 minutes, an hour, depending on what temp. And they come out perfect every single time. I normally do, that's 1.5 sweet potatoes. Normally I'll do 2 and then I will have them to eat for the week, especially right now because it's just me at home. And then I've just marinated my steak. This is kind of my go-to dinner and has been for, I would say, like the last 6 months. Steak and sweet potatoes. Doesn't require much thought. And like I said, I can meal prep. The sweet potatoes and steak takes me 2 seconds. So, it's something that when I cook, I struggle to cook for one person. So this, like having my one steak for me and then sweet potatoes for the week, it's really easy for me to do. So that's what I'm having now. I kind of am on a time crunch, so I can't really chat to you a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna cook some dinner now, sit down and eat, and then quickly get ready to go. And this is the final product. Bon appetit.
The show was like fully sold out, so we had to pick the later one, which is very much okay. So I really cried after reading it, so.
Okay guys, so just had to go get stamps to mail out my save the dates. And tell me why they're all so ugly. Especially when you're paying for them. Look, whatever. They're on theme with the pink and the green, but they were all they had for like wedding stamps were versions of flowers. And I'm like, okay, but can we not do something a little more simple, classic? Like, do we have just a plain white stamp? No. So, yeah, the American ones need 2 stamps. The Canadian ones only need 1. So, that's where we're at with the stamps. Anyway, I'll get over that eventually. Good morning vlog. Happy Friday today, first day of my weekend. I don't know if I showed you guys, but last night I made a really yummy stuffed capsicum, which I've never made before, and it was so good and so easy. So I'm thinking I might make some of those for the week. But I started making chili oil. So I got my chilies, I cut them up, I pressed them all through the night, and now I'm gonna put them in with the oil. I love chili oil. It's my fave. And it takes time to, like, the longer you leave it, the stronger it gets. You know that song, black socks, they never get dirty. The longer you wear them, the stronger they get. It's the same with the oil. The longer the chili sits in it, the more flavorful it gets. And I think it has a much nicer taste when the chilies are fresh. The only issue that you run into in that case is that you have to make sure none of the chilies sit above the oil. Everything has to be below the oil. Because if it's above, it has a chance of molding. But if everything is below the oil, we're okay. Put the lid on, and we let it sit in there, marinating. Anyway, agenda for today, we're going to talk a little bit of wedding stuff. I have a little bit of wedding stuff to do, and that's mostly it. Otherwise, I also have to clean the shower. It's one of those days, and that's it. My dermatitis is flaring up so bad because I've had gluten in like every meal for the past week. And it is, I'm telling you, it's the gluten that flares me up. And I'm not gluten free. I've had like the test before, but my body is definitely sensitive to gluten. So I stick to like an anti-inflammatory diet where I can. I might also make some bone broth today, but you can see, especially here, oof, it's so itchy. So I'm gonna I'm going to try and eat as clean as possible today. Even rice flares it up, because last night the only gluten I ate was rice. Is rice glutinous? No, I don't even think it is. Maybe certain kinds of rice. Anyway, definitely processed carbs. Okay, so rice is gluten-free, so it's not even gluten, it's just carbs. Any carbs that come from like a pasta, grain, rice, anything like that, it's gonna inflame the crap out of my dermatitis. So that's what we're working with today. Great. But we'll manage it and we'll get it under control. I also got to fold some laundry today. It's just gonna be a general house reset day. Okay guys, I'm about to head to Costco to start my big shop. I think I need to go to Costco and Fortino's, but we'll see what we get time for today because it's a really crap time to go shopping. It's not that bad. It's 2:45. And so the roads will get busy soon. But I'm gonna head to Costco now. I just got back from my run and I was like, I'm gonna go do my errands right now, get them over and done with, and then I'll go home and shower later. So let's head to Costco real quick. We gotta do a decently big stock up. I also have to fill up the car with gas, all that good stuff. So let's go. We are back from the shops And I'm making some dinner that I made last night. I actually don't remember if I filmed it or I just told you guys what I was gonna make. But I am making a Greek dish, or a version of a Greek dish, because this is not totally the Greek way, called yemista, which is just stuffed capsicums. But I like to do mine with meat, which I think you can do, but traditionally it's just done with rice. But I like to use beef mince because it's a little bit more like of a balanced meal then versus just a vegetarian meal. So that's what's going on. That's what we're making. It's really easy. You mix everything in together, you stuff the capsicum, put the capsicum in the pot with a little bit of tomato sauce and stock, and then you leave it alone and you let it cook for like an hour or whenever the capsicums look good. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're up for. Okay guys, here is the task that I have been procrastinating for so long. I have to send out my save the dates. So I have the save the dates here, which these are our save the dates that I designed. I have a image of our wedding venue, our names obviously, and then information on the location at the bottom. Now our Australian save the dates have already gone out because my mother and mother-in-law are onto it. These ones actually probably needed to be prioritized even more so because okay, so long story short, obviously because of mine and Nick's situation where we've lived overseas for 4 years now, we have guests to invite from America and Canada. And for those people, our wedding is a destination wedding. For us, it's not a destination wedding because it's in Australia at home. But for all our friends and family, our friends that live in North America, it's obviously a destination wedding. So these people needed to get their save the dates first. But because of this whole envelope situation, I got sent with envelopes that didn't have addresses on them. We didn't think about addressing them when I picked them up when we went to Australia. So my mum then had to address all the invites with her envelope printer and then ship them up to me. So there's been a little bit of a delay, but we still have plenty of time. I just want to get these out to people as soon as possible. I also want to preface this by saying, if you are one of the people receiving the invites, but even if you're not, I would love every single person that we've invited from North America to come to our wedding, of course, like that's why they're getting invitations. But I do not expect any people to come and pay to be at our wedding. The travel time in itself is enough of a deterrent. Paying for a hotel, paying for travel, taking time off work, like it's a big undertaking. And we are sending these invites to our friends over here who we love and adore, and we want them to know that we totally want them there if they can be there, but there's no pressure at all. If every single one of them said that they couldn't come, I would totally understand, because it's such a big undertaking for them to fly across the globe to come. Also, a lot of our friends are tied to football, goes without saying. And I planned our wedding to work around CFL season and NFL season because I didn't know where we'd be or what we'd be doing. So anyone that's tied to a CFL or NFL will be free during that period. Again, not saying they have to come, but they will be free during that period in terms of like, there'll be no football requirements. However, I did not plan it around the college period because the college period does not align with the NFL period. And I feel as though it may be more important that the groom can come on the wedding day versus the guests. So we needed to make sure Nick could be there. So some of these people that are in college or have lives revolving around college football, draft, things like that, I already know they won't be able to come because the wedding date doesn't really work with what they need to go through. So that's fine as well. Like I said, we're sending these invites because we want all these people to know we want them to come and we want them to be there with no pressure or expectation that they will come. Isn't that right? Are you gonna come? Are you gonna come? You're so cute though. You're a pink girl, pink and brown. Okay. Also, I did speak about it before, but they only had ugly stamps. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. We don't have much of a choice. We're just gonna have to deal with the ugly stamps. And I am gonna get to mailing these. So I'm gonna do that now. I really hate these stamps.